surveys the floor. Here comes the screen.
When you watch a player who can create off the dribble, we call that dancing. When you block that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assist is creating some play and the most efficient.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Jabari Parker pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Terrific vision, and Towns with the flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl-Anthony Towns.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Burke with it. Margins 8. Down low, Towns. Shot from the lane won't go. To Trae Young. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
To Towns. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Number 32, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Trae Young. To Parker. Levert matched up with the former Wildcat. Wide open look won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Cleans it up. Slam down. Karl-Anthony Towns on the follow.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. And the basket good at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Towns. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oladipo into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 for 6 now.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Trae Young to Parker. time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Atlanta.
Pacers control. To Towns. Alex Len.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. To Towns. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason, but let's not get carried away.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 8. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Parker. Screen coming. To Parker. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Trae Young to Parker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal. Knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Allen Crabbe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw try, off the mark. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
53.
To Towns. Runner here won't go down. Hawks with the basketball. Cruises inside for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Towns.
See the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
On the pass, stolen by Indiana. To the rim, lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Into the front court comes Collison, up by 6. Here comes the screen. Shot won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Towns. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Al3ebfifa.
Shoot it!
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Good on the layup.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Collison into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Here comes the screen. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court comes Collison. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, had him going there for a second. The jumper's off the mark. Wild shot there. Predictably misses.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Al3ebfifa guarded by Towns. That's it for the first quarter. The Hawks with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Karl-Anthony Towns with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
There you go. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Collison into the front court. The lead is 2. On the Pacers come away with the steal. And scores.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, who saw that coming?
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Into the front court comes Collison. Up by 3. On the pass, stolen by Indiana. Ish Smith. Contact there, but they say no foul.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here's Atlanta. Collison. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Short jumper off the mark. Collison into the front court. Leads 3. Oh, he had him there for a second. A drive, but he can't get it to go. To Towns. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Domantas Sabonis rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Karl Anthony Towns tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jared Allen able to recover with the block. It's Atlanta ball. Great dish to set it up. Trying to cash in, that's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
To Luka Doncic. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oladipo. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Burke with it. Trailing by 4. To Towns. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Doncic. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Trae Young. To Luka Doncic. Not that time. To Towns. Shot from the lane won't go. To Trae Young. Screen coming. Doncic. cleared by the Pacers. Oladipo into the front court. Down just a couple. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 for 7.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Here comes the screen. 24 seconds. Violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Indiana, number 11, Sabonis. Stepping in for Atlanta, number 5,
to Towns. Alex Len, huge block. Pacers recover. To Towns. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young goes to the left side. For 3, working hard on the glass. To Luka Doncic. Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Oladipo, guarded by Alex Len. They get it down for Towns. Oh, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Towns. Not that time. To Trae Young. Doncic to Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Able to convert on both free throws. It's Indiana basketball to Oladipo.
Hey, watch this screen, man.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. To Oladipo.
It's left in the second quarter.
To Towns.
I'm hillside. I'm hillside.
Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Trae Young to Parker. Oh, had him going there for a second. LeVert, guarded by Towns. To Luka Doncic.
Screen, on your right.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a
Easy path to the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Rebound comes to Doncic. Hawks have it. Doncic to Parker. Probing the defense. Doncic to Trae Young. 5 seconds to shoot. Fires the three. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Time to shuffle things up.
In the last 2 minutes. Coming in for Indiana, number 44.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Straight on three. At the buzzer. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room. Time expires to end the first half with the...
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Pick it up, pick it up, come on, pick it up, pick it up.
Trae Young to Parker. Here comes the screen. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. To Oladipo. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Oladipo into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Number 4, Victor Oladipo.
Hey, lock up.
LeVert against Karl Anthony Towns. It's a big finish.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Oladipo into the front court. Up 5. To Towns. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Doncic. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away. That's his third block this evening. And they call the... foul. Careful there, Jet.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Entering the game for the Hawks, number 53.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Trae Young. Parker to Trae Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo to Towns, down low. take stock of the floor. A fundamental shot right there.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And he buries it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Burke with it. Leads 5. To Towns. And the slam.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl-Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
Nothing going here on that drive. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Towns. Baseline drive. Good on the layup.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
The drive, right to the basket. Not that time. Oladipo into the front court. His team up by 7. He gets it.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Runner here won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. And Towns with the flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl-Anthony Towns.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
To Oladipo. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air. Oladipo. Parker grabs the rebound. Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Towns. And that'll be out of bounds off of Oladipo. Trae Young to Parker. Here comes the screen. Parker. Whoa! What a finish! Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Trae Young. Parker. before, he is dangerous. Jabari Parker, wide open, drills it.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Number 77.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Curling inside. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
When you're a EuroLeague MVP at the age of 19, let me break down why your game is perfectly suited at the PG spot to be a dominant one in the league. Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen and roll opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision, mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
Tough make through traffic.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
To Parker. Rebounded by the Pacers. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Oh, the soft touch from the big fella, and the basket for Towns. Hawks with the basketball. To Parker. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Matthew Dellavedova has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he makes them both.
Defense, let's go.
To Luka Doncic. Oh, he had him there for a second. Doncic. To Parker. Jabari Parker. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Oladipo to Towns. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed, when you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble. Look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. The shot, almost. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Karis LeVert.
To Luka Doncic. Screen coming.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Pacers with the possession. Oladipo. To Towns. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over.
Right into it, right into it. Screen.
Trae Young has a look. Shot misses there by Allen. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
LeVert guarded by Towns. Karl Anthony Towns swats it. Fourth this contest. Pacers control.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Towns. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Goes to the left side. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Stuffs it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Pacers have the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Towns. Scores from the post.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for Indiana, number 44.
Oladipo. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Atlanta.
Watch the pick. You see it, you see it.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
There's no better feeling after a game, after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo. The shot rejected by Doncic.
Apply more pressure.
Doncic. Knocked loose. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. To Oladipo. Short jumper misses. Got a piece of it. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Our opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Got it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Into the front court comes Collison, trailing by 14. Here comes the screen. Doncic to Parker. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Oladipo to Towns. It's good.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's Atlanta ball. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And one. Towns got his protein in today. He's going to the line for a chance at a... Three-point play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Off the mark at the line. Trae Young. To Parker. Jabari Parker, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Oladipo couldn't keep it in. Out off Victor Oladipo. Hawks have it. Trae Young. Sizing up the defense. To Towns. He wants to deliver. Won't go. To Luka Doncic. Pacers secure the rebound. Oladipo into the front court. Up a dozen. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Screen.
Parker. To Trae Young. Trying to cash in. Rebound belongs to Indiana. To Oladipo. To Towns. Jabari Parker with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner to Parker. Trae Young. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Luka Doncic. Oh, had him going there for a second. Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. Karis LeVert pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for the ball, number 53.
To Towns. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this is where you know you're complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Matthew Dellavedova. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Couldn't keep.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.